In Rolling Thunder, you play as a secret agent codenamed Albatross from the World Police Criminal Organization. You must infiltrate the secret lair of an evil factor known as Geldra in order to save your lady partner, Layla. Released in 1996 originally in Japan, and then again later on in the year in Japan and worldwide as a new version. The new version adds separate music tracks for the first, second and fifth stages, as well as post-level cutscenes of the girl being tortured and the ability to gain extras. There are also a few bug fixes, difficulty rebalancing and slightly nicer title logo. All the home ports of Rolling Thunder were handled by that god-awful developer, Tiretex. Everything Tiretex has ever developed in the games world is a steaming heap of dung, and all the home computer ports of Rolling Thunder are no exception. This Amiga port is the slowest of them all. Just look at how bad it is. Not only does it run slow, but the controls are so unresponsive. Oh, and take a guess at how you jump down from a ledge. Push down? Nope. Push down and fire? Nope. You push up and fire to jump down. What? That's the same for all the home computer ports as well. This Atari ST version runs slightly faster than the Amiga version, but now we have worse colours, much worse audio, and a game that plays in a box. Still, at least it's slightly better to play, but that's not saying much. Like many C64 ports of arcade games, this differs quite a bit in graphical style and features cut down stages, making it the least arcade-like port. It does play a lot better than the Amiga and ST versions though. Surprisingly, the Amstrad CPC port of Rolling Thunder looks pretty good. It is slow to play though, and has a serious lack of enemies at times, but for what it is, it's okay. Still not a great port though. Playing faster than any of the other home computer ports, this Spectrum version is probably the best of them all. That's not saying it's a great version, mind you. The controls are still a bit off and the gameplay doesn't feel right, but compared to the other TireTex efforts, this one is amazing. The Famicom port is pretty weak in the graphical department, but it does play a very good game of Rolling Thunder. There are a lot less characters on screen now due to the limitations of the hardware. However, the game is more difficult due to the speed and positions of how the enemies attack. This Famicom version of the game uses the Namco 163 mapper chip, which uses the extended sound channels of the system for a slightly richer sound. Let's take a look at the Western NES version. It's the exact same game but now with worse sound and slightly different music. We end this volume of Battle of the Ports by taking a look at the PlayStation version. This version can be found on the Namco Museum Encore disc, which was released only in Japan. Basically, this is pretty much an arcade perfect port, although the music levels are way too loud I feel.